Yo, what's up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. And as I do want to say and recall that, welcome back, gamers. And I'd say is, welcome back. Meant to say is, welcome back, gamers. It is I. Once again, as always, am right here now, gamers, that I'm Dan Foxy Remastered speaking. And before we do consider getting this started, is that here is the main reasons of why will Scorpion and Sub-Zero be on our gaming channel. The reason why they are going to be in our gaming channel is because, well, since they're in their MKX versions of themselves exactly, which is definitely Mortal Kombat 10. So, for those who don't know what MKX actually does refer to stand, what that means is referring to the 10th game exactly. So, that is probably why currently Scorpion and Sub-Zero will definitely take their places to be in the gaming channel. That will probably be represently to this gaming channel, only that it's going to definitely be acquired for that to still happen. So, that is probably why I decided very hardly and think about it pretty constantly careful of my reasoning to why will this kind of work. The reason why I think it will work on the gaming channel is because I think in the very interesting return and saying is this question out loud is because the question, by the way, is I kind of approved it. And yes, I know that they're fighters. We all understand that Scorpion's from the Shirai Ryu and Sub-Zero's from the Lin Kuei because both of those ninjas are fire and ice. So the main reason why I think that might be a good idea for them to be in the gaming channel is because, well, for one, I just want to see what their reactions would be if they were actually wanting to play at themselves to be gamers. So that's probably why I required and assistantly kind of thought of the idea pretty smartly and say was like, you know what, I think this might probably be a very smart, interesting decision that I came up with myself a little bit and say this decision is going to probably like help more good reasons and stuff. It might help the gaming channel succeed along with those two characters that is known as to be the Mortal Kombat 2 of those characters exactly, which it probably would be pretty cool to see two ninjas still arguing with each other while doing gaming stuff. That actually probably would still help exactly, even though, as I will say to admit, that this probably be our first time to kind of witness this interesting part of the idea is just having them being on the gaming channel, and we'll actually get more success in this gaming channel and reach more subscribers, which, like I said before, I just want to give you guys a bit of a test exactly for like an interesting test experiment by seeing what you guys think of Scorpion and Sub-Zero being on the gaming channel. Now, in this question, why I say this is a good idea is because, for one, I would say that Scorpion and Sub-Zero would definitely eventually do their first time doing reaction videos, doing their only first time to do gaming stuff like Would You Rather and other stuff. That, like I said alone, would still be a good idea. But the only thing that probably might still be a bit of a bad idea is I think that the characters don't know about the animatronics that is known to be the blacklight animatronics, and of course Candy the cat. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but I guess we're just gonna have to kind of see what the balance is kind of like and the differences is going to be like exactly, even though they don't actually meet exactly by ninja to animatronic, and of course that ninja to meet with the dancing demon that is known as Bendy the dancing demon. So all I can say is, folks, that's going to be pretty much a tricky question and say how interesting it'll probably be like the very first time in a generation for like the ninjas to kind of meet the animatronics for the first time. Interesting, likely a long time, interestingly. And of course, then the second one would be that the two ninjas would get to meet literally a demon that is made of ink that is named Bendy. So it is probably a fact that I'd say this might be a very interesting concept to the point where it's just like going to be something new, likely changed, and something like a different perspective and with a different reaction between two different separate characters from different worlds interacting with two ninjas, that's the fire and ice, which, it is something going to be pretty interesting, but more likely a bit something like that. So I guess we're going to have to kind of see what you guys think of this idea and think of why this might be successful, or this maybe be like a side thumb right there that's just like saying it's like we don't kind of know option. It's kind of like a maybe option, but as I said before, I'm just going to say it might be a very interesting idea. And also, the other question, with Scorpion and Sub-Zero going to actually meet Chef Pee for the only first time, for those who don't know who that guy even is, yes, he's a chef, and he actually just gets to be called that name in the gaming channel's version of what I'm referring to. That yes, it may sound like SML still, but trust me, I know it may sound like it, but all I'm saying again though is like think about this for a second. Think about it. Like think about it for a second and think about this for a minute. Is like, for instance, by the way, think about this as like a very positive idea between with seeing how Chef Pee interacts with like two ninja characters from Mortal Kombat is just like, imagine if it's human meeting with two excellent, interesting powers and fighters that are pretty stronger that almost take out anyone else out the ring, but not really. It depends on powers though. It depends on very much like we immortal powers exactly and other stuff, which actually depends on that anyway. But if it were to be necessarily, it probably would still make sense anyway, since we all probably know why it makes sense. So that is probably why, for the only time exactly, it be pretty much be a little bit interesting. So if you guys in fact like this idea, then let me know, like I said, in the comments down below, because it probably would make more sense eventually and kind of would know exactly. So that's probably why I was wanting to come up with this idea and see what you guys think of this scenario and think of the topic and idea. So if you guys, again, like I said before, like this idea, then hopefully again you guys like it too, and so would I. So if you guys like these ideas, let me know again in the comments, so that way that we'll be able to continue to see what you guys think of these ideas. So those are like my very much like my few reasons and full-on reasons to why this might be a very positive idea and a very good alternative ideas to see what you guys think of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, or should I say MKX Scorpion and MKX Sub-Zero, to be on this gaming channel. So that way, again, you guys will find more interesting interactions with those two characters and meet with them in general and meet them personally. So that is probably why, in my full honest opinion of what you guys pretty much think about that, by the way. So as I can say before, that yes, pretty much that you guys will get to have like 3 humans that probably would be on the gaming channel, and a few animatronics. It's like full animatronics, by the way, and of course, 1 demon exactly that would still count. So that's probably why I would say it anyway, but there probably might be 2 demons exactly, which, to be honest though, I really don't know. It kind of depends on when things are going to get good. So if you guys want to see those ideas being awesome, then yeah, it is definitely going to be approved on this gaming channel. Once like, something's going to get good, by the way, then yeah, it's actually going to get really good. So if you guys like that idea, let me know, like I said, in the comments down below, so the way that you won't miss a single video that comes on this channel. And like I said again before, I approve this message and definitely improve this message by yours truly in this gaming channel by me. So if you guys like these ideas, let me know in the comments, so that way I'll be able to see a very interesting response and a very interesting positivity response by you guys to see how interesting those interactions would be if it were to be Scorpion and Sub-Zero meeting those characters in this gaming channel for the very interesting time in like the universe, exactly that, how that depends on it. So if you guys like that idea, there you go, and there's your answer. So that being said, it is time we wrap this up, and it's time we sign out anyway. So thank you guys again for being patient on this entire likely of this segment. So thank you for all for enjoying this video as I do. And it's time, like I said beforehand, that I am Darren Foxy Remastered speaking. And I will, like I said, we'll see you guys absolutely in the next video. So take care, everybody. Have an amazing time. have an amazing day, have an amazing afternoon and evening. And I will see you guys, as always, in the next video. Take care, everyone. Have a good time, an amazing day. See you guys soon enough for the next video. Goodbye, thank you, and see you guys next time. Sign off.